It was Kevin Willard and the drama that is involved with his coaching search. Jeff and Fitz, I know you guys are both plugged in here. Can you tell me what the hell's going on here? Like, does anybody have any idea, or do we all have an idea? We're just pretending like we don't know what is actually going on.
I mean,
because Willard doesn't know what's going on. Willard said he has no idea what he's going to do.
I mean, here's what I'll say is again, Kevin Willard obviously has an offer for Villanova waiting on the table right now. I know for a fact that Maryland has a search firm that is calling around right now. I know Maryland has an interim athletic director right now who is calling around. So everybody and their mother thinks that Kevin Willard is gone to Villanova. He obviously has made some comments about Maryland lately that weren't exactly, the best comments. He's lost his athletic director, Damon Evans, who has left for SMU. Now the interim AD is not somebody that he's been extremely fond of late. So all the signs point to Kevin Willard, unless something bananas happens here at the last minute. And Maryland has stepped up. They've raised a lot of money to try to keep Kevin Willard in College Park. But there's $7 million in NIL waiting for him at Villanova. We know the Big East has an advantage, at least for the short term, right now in the NIL market because they don't have football. And Maryland, while they should be a basketball school, they still put a lot of resources and a lot of time into trying to be a football school when they never have been and never will be.
So, agree with everything you just said, Jeff. One thing of note tonight, the Baltimore Sun put out a report that's gotten a lot of traction, stating that a Maryland administrator has been telling people that Kevin Willard is out. And a top-tier Maryland administrator, one of the top people in the athletic department, reached out about 90 minutes ago to me and said that is unequivocally false. That's just not true information. No administrator has been saying that. Maryland is making a very, very hard push to keep their head coach. Now, I would say this. This is a unique circumstance because Kevin Willard walked down into the hotel lobby tonight and was booed by the fans. He's getting booed. He's getting booed right now by people, at the sports bar as the game was ending. So there is a side of this, Jeff, where let's just say hypothetically that they put an offer together that he just simply cannot refuse for his family and he comes back. There would have to be some mending, actually, for a coach returning because of the amount of negative discourse of the last couple of days.
I don't know if I agree with that completely. I feel like if Kevin Willard comes out now and says, I was never going to Villanova, I was never going, I was focused on this team and this tournament, and I'm staying in College Park. You don't think they go crazy eventually? Maybe not like everybody.
They would, but I also think that there is a part of them that will say, well, you didn't say you were coming back, and you allowed this distraction to overweigh what has been the best season in Maryland basketball in like a decade. So I think that that's very difficult to overcome because they're going to feel like he torpedoed this season by listening to something that happened at Villanova. So I think that will be the hardest part for him to come back from, and not the fact that he's coming back, but also
like coming back.
I don't think he's coming back.
No, I don't think he is either. I think he's gone to Villanova.
Yeah, I think the Maryland administrators may be thinking one thing, but ultimately, if they're making these calls to do their due diligence on prospective candidates, they have a pretty good idea that Kevin Willard has already made a deal with Villanova, a verbal agreement to go to Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you'd have to be blind to not think that, so I don't blame them for doing that. Are we going to a break, or are we playing the Kevin sound?
We're
going to go to break.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then let's